Hello, everyone. This is the MoneyMaker webinar for our reseller partners, where we cover product and marketing updates. So thanks for joining us today. As a reminder, all of us here at GoDaddy are here to provide tools to help you continue to run your business successfully. I have a few things to cover before we jump into the main topics today. First, oh yeah, I'm Alexa. I'm in charge of reseller engagement, so it's great to meet you. And hopefully it's nice to put a face to the name. I know whenever I see webinars and I see people sharing their videos, it makes me feel like you're talking to a real person. First is a reminder regarding your reseller control center. I want to encourage resellers to check your communication options in the RCC. You may want to turn on or off auto opt-in based on how you would like to participate in future opt-in promotions. So just take a minute to go in there and make sure your settings are turned on based on your preferences. Second, I want to invite you guys to keep posting all your great feedback and suggestions in the rodeo community. Andy from our team here at GoDaddy monitors the community on a daily basis. So if you have questions or comments, feel free to post in the rodeo, and he works to reply to you guys all in a timely fashion. And then the last thing is we have a big new product launch that will be revealed in the coming weeks. So keep your eyes peeled for that exciting announcement. Little hint, it's something that resellers have been wanting to sell for a very long time. Okay, so we're ready to hop into the webinar topic. Another exciting new product launch, Managed SSL, which gives you the opportunity to offer an SSL service that handles installation and ongoing maintenance for your customers. The product experts that we have here today are Robbie and Rayanne. So let me go ahead and switch the slides so you can see their lovely faces. Robbie will be reviewing the marketing portion of the Managed SSL product, and Rayanne will be showing us a demo of the product. So some quick reminders before we get started. If you have questions, please enter them in the Q&A section, and we will wait until the presentation is over to address all questions. All presenters are going to be monitoring the Q&A and will answer the questions that are pertinent to them. And if there's a question that we're unable to answer during the webinar, we may address it during a later webinar or in the community. Also a reminder that this webinar will be recorded and posted to our YouTube channel, as well as the reseller resource portal. So if you need to drop, no worries, you can find the recording there. So without further ado, I'll let Robbie get started. Actually, it looks like Robbie's having technical difficulties. He just messaged me and said that his internet dropped and he lost Zoom. So I'm gonna wait and see if he can get reconnected, and then I'm gonna have to give him the special permissions to be a presenter. So let's just hang on here for a couple minutes. Sorry about the technical difficulties, right? Like we were talking about this before, the joys of working from home. You're kind of at the mercy of your home internet. Let me ask if he's able to rejoin. Okay.
I wonder if it would help, Robbie, if we turned off all of our videos, since he'd said his internet was unstable. That might save some bandwidth.
Yeah, we can definitely.
I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody.
I'll stop sharing my video, but yeah, it was nice to see everyone, and yeah, we'll let Robbie get to it.
Cool. Thank you, everybody. I'm Robbie. I'm the product marketing manager for security. So today I'm going to talk with everybody about Managed SSL, which is very up and coming, and I'm sure you all are excited to offer this solution. So I'm going to talk a little bit today about some of the messaging we use, what we're seeing from customers, and touch a little bit around kind of the inspiration for the service and why we're so excited about it. As you can see, I wanted to share kind of our entry to the Managed SSL conversation to give you an idea about how we're positioning it and starting customers on it. You can go to the next slide. So just going through about how we message this product to customers, we talked a little about the service, and that's really the showcase feature of this solution. The SSL is included with it. but really just kind of want to touch on about how we're communicating this value to customers. And I'm not going to read through all these bullets, but really kind of touch on why we focus on these areas. SSL is such a huge pain point for a lot of customers. It's not a great experience to start. It's a tough install experience, especially for someone who's brand new. There's also the additional work of managing it, especially as we think about, term changes, we think about mixed content, we think about redirects, and really we wanted to really deliver on the stress-free simplicity. Make sure it's something that customers get into. They see more of an automated experience. They feel like they have somebody to lean on, and that work's really done for them. So it's not so much a stress or a pain point, but it's something that kind of just works out of the box for them, and they don't have to spend a ton of time diverting their attention from their business or something else going on and focus on how to solve for SSL problems. So the second portion is, when we say this a lot, the best product is one that works. And being secure is really the biggest value around SSL. Customers come and see that they're on a secure site. They have the peace of mind that they're able to transact or exchange information. And really, we want to deliver on that idea of always be secure. You don't want to see that email from a customer saying, why can't customers get to my site? Why are they being blocked? Why are they seeing these negative warnings? And really solve that and say like, hey, they're always able to get that box is checked and that step is done, and they can kind of rest assured that that site is always showing secure, and customers can feel that comfort. And that kind of segues really well into the final point there is around that traffic. You don't want to have customers having such trouble getting set up, getting it installed, managing it through various life stages, and losing traffic and losing confidence. And that's really a huge part of that. And that kind of segues from the secure part is the benefit of that, maintaining that SEO, maintaining that visitor traffic, and doing so in a comfortable way. And nobody wants to go to a site where all of a sudden they see these not secure warnings. They're continuing to build that confidence and that trust with customers, and almost in a way securing that traffic in that sense. So this is really how we try to focus on the messaging around the managed SSL service. You go to the next slide. So with that being said, I wanted to share a little bit about how we think about the SSL customer, and as you think about your customers and how you bring the solution to them. First experience.
Just having a little bit of trouble hearing Robbie. Is anyone else having that same problem? Robbie, I think your audio might have cut out.
Yes, I'm having the same issues.
Okay.
Back. Sorry.
Okay.
My headset just randomly decided to die there. So really just kind of going back to my previous point about, that initial experience. So even when you're thinking about customers, that it's not just existing, but customers kind of coming into the SSL experience who have no SSL and are starting their journey. Managed SSL gives them a great solution to not just get that SSL, but immediately start delivering that value. So that's something, that is a great option for new customers, because they really don't know what they're getting into. You start saying where it's like redirects, mixed content, installation, and they're like, I have no idea how to do that. This kind of solves all those needs for them. So it's a great option to help customers start the journey on. So as we move forward and thinking about customers that are already having an SSL who are really struggling with it at some point, that install, that mixed content, that redirect, they had it lapse through they hit the end of their term. Those are customers who we've really, were the basis of what inspired the managed SSL service, and helping those customers solve those needs. Customers are already using SSL, already having issues with it, and really helping to solve those needs and help them give back more time to focus on their business and focus on where they're going, their site, and everything like that. So that was really that essence of why we created this program, and not just for those coming into the funnel, but this is kind of where it started way back when, as we recognize that need, we recognize that struggle. Customers who are really looking to grow their business. And as we say, we want to give them back more time and attention to focus on their business. That's 100% true. And for the customer who maybe knows how to do the install, knows these problems, they're still having to take time away from their business and, you know, have that in their mind of, can customers reach my site? Can they see what's going on? Do they feel comfortable? This is a great option for even customers who are more advanced around SSL and delivering a benefit there. And you go to the next slide. So really wanted to focus in on a few pieces here as we present the lineup. We have it for a standard SSL, we have it for SAN, and we have it for wildcard. But there are a few different components I do really want to call out. So with SAN, we can do up to 10 domains, and wildcard, we can do up to 15. And this is currently only available on GoDaddy hosted. So this really is a focus on helping those customers who are GoDaddy hosted. And really, as I say this, and as we launch this and make this available, we will always continue to innovate in this area and continue to expand. So there's definitely more coming. And I do want to note in that same light that this does include the SSL. So customers don't need to buy an SSL and this in addition. This comes with the SSL that they need. So no need to kind of double sell or kind of increase the price point from there. This includes the SSL, and as we look to expand and move forward, I think these comments kind of preface where we're going with it. And as we expand to externally hosted to other certs, to more domains, you know, there's definitely a lot of work exciting being done on the PM team that Ray will probably talk about. But really it'll continue to grow from there. And this is a great start to help kind of get your feet wet with the service itself, show customers that value, and then, you know, we can kind of grow together from that standpoint.
Awesome. Thanks so much for all of that great insight, Robbie. Super helpful. Love all of the key points on which customers to look out for when you're thinking about selling managed SSL. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the screen over to Rayanne, who's going to show us a demo of the product. Hopefully, fingers crossed, there's no technical difficulties here. So hopefully everyone can see Rayanne's screen.
Yeah, thanks, Alexa. So I've shared. So this is a shopper account where the product has been added. The shopper has a simple website, just a quick website that I put up there just for the demonstration purposes. In just a moment. So we see that this customer is hosted with us. Robbie mentioned we cover customers hosted with us. Here's the simple website. We can see that it is not secure. The site does not have an SSL. So once the purchase is complete, the customer just needs to go into My Products, and they have just a quick couple steps where they tell us where they want the certificate applied, which domain they want it applied to, whether or not we want the redirects covered. They activate it. There's some agreements that they have to agree to because we're going to do some changes to the website on their behalf, make sure that the certificate gets issued and installed. Once they complete those steps, that's all we need from the shopper. They can see the status here in our product management screen. We can see that activation is in progress, and we can click in to see some more details. Once they tell us the name of the site that they want covered, that triggers our team of security experts to take action. It is a combination of automated processes that happen, but there's also humans, security analysts helping here. So those people will make sure that the certificate gets issued, installed. The customer always has the ability to come here and see progress. Obviously, this is a super simple website, so this one's going to happen pretty quickly. So we'll just kind of let it play out. Robbie mentioned that, so this is a complete white glove service. The team is going to make sure that the certificate gets issued, installed. They'll go through and fix any mixed content warnings on the website. Oftentimes we'll see cases where, like, maybe a photographer has a bunch of broken links to some images where it'll continue to throw an HTTPS error if those aren't fixed. So we'll go through, fix all of those, make sure everything, all pages are redirecting. We'll create a sitemap, submit that sitemap to Google, so that way Google now knows that the site is secured with an SSL, and we can see that the ticket has completed, the site now has an SSL. That warning that we saw in the address bar there is gone, so the customer now sees a lock on their website instead of that not secure warning, and the site is good to go. At this point, the customer will receive an email letting them know that the work has been completed. And then again, this includes ongoing management. So for the life of the certificate, the customer won't have to worry about this again. Upon renewal, we'll make sure that the new cert gets issued and installed correctly, and that no new mixed content or anything that can throw warnings has been introduced to the site, and we'll revisit that upon renewal. And that's the demo.
Super straightforward and really easy to understand. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, but really this is the end of the webinar. We were just gonna go through that marketing bit and then have the demo so we have time for Q&A. I don't see anything in the Q&A portion right now, so I'll just give you guys a minute or two to type in your questions if you have any. Otherwise, we will just assume that the team did so well that everything was explained really succinctly and there's no questions. All right, we do have a question that came in. Is this option of managed SSL available on the reseller plugin?
So I can answer that one. Right now, it is not. So right now, what is available is for you to go in and price it out in the RCC. Next week is when the product itself will actually launch and become available. And at that point, it will be in the plugin and on the standard storefront as well, that then your customers can purchase. But we'll make an announcement when it is actually going to be launched on your site. Right now, it's go to the RCC and price it out.
Perfect. Thanks, Chelsea. Oh, that voice belonged to Chelsea, our product manager. All right, so we'll wait for another question to come in. And in the meantime, we'll just hang out. I'm so glad that the demo worked out well. I was worried that there were going to be some technical difficulties. I know we're all going through some weird weather and natural disasters here in the United States. So a lot of people are at the mercy of their home internet. So it's great that everything worked out.
Yeah, it did. With only a few technical issues, I'll take it any day.
Right. Me too.
So.
Any other questions? I'll wait like one more minute for them to be posted in the Q&A portion. Just as a quick reminder, again, this webinar will be recorded and posted on our YouTube channel. And the link to the YouTube video recording will be posted in the RCC in the notification section. And then we'll also post it in the reseller resource portal. I'll have Andy post it in the community called the Rodeo. So if you weren't able to join us, you'll be able to catch this recording later.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Yeah, I don't see any other questions coming through. If there are any questions that you think of later, feel free to post them in the Rodeo and we'll have Andy reply to you within, a timely manner. But yeah.
Absolutely. Otherwise, go price out the products in the RCC, and you can, of course, use the information we shared today to create a custom page if you'd like. And then when it's available on the plugin, when the product's available to launch, that's when you can just add it onto any custom page you build.
Perfect. Thanks so much. All right. Thanks, you guys. We'll talk to you later.